Hello, Jules. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing today?
Very good. How are you?
Good, very well. So, thank you for taking time out to be with us here this afternoon. But before we proceed with our interview, could you tell us a little bit something about yourself, where you come from, your background?
My name is Jules. I'm from France. I'm 22 years old and I'm working as a chef de partie in Shangri-La, Oman in the restaurant Capricorn.
Okay,
Italian restaurant.
that's great. Now, my first question to you is, what do you like about Shangri-La?
I guess I like the spirit of trying to be the best at what they do and provide somewhere comfortable and somewhere you feel home for the guests, you know, like being there for them, making them happy.
Okay, so being with the family, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Part of a family.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. I'd like to ask you, Jules, what influenced or what inspired you to take up this profession as a chef?
I think it started from a very young age because I'm from a very remote area in France, a very tiny village in the east of France. So we spend like during winter it's really cold, so we spend a lot of time at home, and meal is a very important part of our culture and our daily life. So I just remember growing up with my parents cooking, my grandparents cooking, picking up ingredients outside, playing with the season, having different dishes every day. So it just like this connection with food, I guess, didn't let me.
As a chef, what is your motivation to work harder?
I guess it's to learn new things and to perfect yourself. Like, we have the chance to have very good senior chefs in this resort, so they have a lot to teach, we have a lot to learn, and just practice. If you want to get something perfect, it's a daily thing. You need to do it day after day after day until like the mistake cannot happen, you know. So, and maybe the opportunities in the future to maybe like grow a career in Shangri-La or get like open my own business. It's something I want to think of like in the next few years.
Okay, that's great. So continuous learning for you.
Yes, always.
Now let me ask you, Jules, which is more important for you? Is it money, lifestyle, and why?
Lifestyle. As of now, for my age, lifestyle definitely. Because
Why?
money is something you can plan to get when you're older. Like you will grow your career, and when you will get more responsibilities and better position, you will get like a higher amount of money. But at my age, I think lifestyle is more important because it's what defines you as a person. It's what you do during your off time, like during when you're not at work. It's what's your pleasure, the places you like to go. Like
Okay, so what keeps you busy during your off days?
I like to be outside. Like the kitchen is a really small enclosed area, so
That's right.
whenever I can, I just go outside. Like whether it's to the beach or to the mountains or anywhere, as long as it's not in my room, I'm fine. You know. So yeah.
That's
Try
great.
to spend as much time outside as possible.
Oman has great landscapes. You have
Yeah, it's
a
beautiful.
lot of choices, places to go to.
Absolutely.
What do you expect from a company besides having, attractive salaries and benefits as well?
I guess if you want to be happy where you work, you need to, let's say, find yourself in the vision of the company, in their project. You need to agree with it and be excited by it so that you will work harder and you will try to do your best to make sure the best things happen to the company. And yeah, opportunities for the future. You need to believe that your career is doable here and that you can make something from the work you provide, and some recognition as well. You expect to be recognized by the company for your work and you expect them to respect what you do. So.
Jules, now tell me what you think of this. Are millennials job hoppers?
I believe in some ways yes, because we're in a generation where people are really ambitious. They want to achieve a lot and they want to achieve fast and they want to get what they want, So if they get to a company or a workplace where they're not satisfied and they don't see themselves appreciated for what they do, I guess it's easier now to switch jobs because you can just apply online. You don't have to go directly to the workplace. You can just send some resume until you find something, and there's lots of jobs you can do from home as well, from your computer. So I believe it's easier to quit your job and change than it previously was. So in some ways, we are job hoppers.
Jules, it was great chatting with you. I enjoyed, sitting down with you and hearing your thoughts about the millennials. And I wish you the best as you continue your journey with Shangri-La. And good luck.
Thank you very much. All the best to you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Nance. How are you doing today?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm fine. How are you?
Very well. Now, I'd like to thank you for taking time to be with us this afternoon. I would just like to have some brief chat about millennials. As you know, that most of our colleagues here in the hotel belong to that generation. So let me start off by asking you, what do you think about the millennials? What are the 3 words that you can think of to best describe them?
Thank you very much for having me, first of all. And from my side, I can describe them in 3 words. I will say they're passionate and they're engaged and impatient. So I'll describe it more for you. Is passionate. They're young. They are full of energy. They want to do something. They have a lot of ideas. They want to implement it in real world. And it's nice to have this kind of team, people in the team actually. They're engaged. They love to be part of the team rather than just being instructed to do things. They like to be involved on the task. They like to have their thought listened. They want to be heard. They want to try. They want to try whatever they think is right. And even yes, okay, it will work, it doesn't work, but this is what we need to build up, this opportunity for them. Let them try what they think is right and let them learn out of it. And this is what they love. And the last thing, they're impatient. This is unfortunately, I will say, a lot of them, majority actually, they're impatient because they have a goals. And they love to achieve it very fast. They love to be there very fast. They think they're capable of doing it. Yes, they are capable of doing it. They have a lot of skills. They're knowledgeable. Their challenge is only they want it too quick. They're not used to this unusual situation that doesn't go to their path, and they just quit. And who remain, they become successful. And this is what we need to teach them. We need to teach them that be patient, have some patience and try. And yes, today is not the right day, but tomorrow you can achieve what you want to achieve in your life.
Okay. So now let me ask you, is it difficult to understand the way of thinking of the millennials? Do you find their way of thinking difficult?
Not really. It's not that difficult to understand. It just the thinking is logical because they're young, they're energetic, they like to get things very fast. And for us, we need to understand them because they are the energy of economic these days. They are the power of what we need to have and to run and move our industry further. Now, what we need to do is understand their thought. We need to understand what they really want. And as I said, they like to be listened. They like to be given opportunity. And they don't kind of people who just like to be instructed to do things. They just do it, They like to be involved on the task, They thought to be listened. And give a task to them. Let them try it by themselves. And if they fail, let them learn out of it. And that's what they want. They want to own the task. And I think it's just a matter of time. And as a generation, older generation, we will understand how they think.
Now let me ask you, what's your impression with working with the millennials?
Make me feel older.
Okay, that is one. What else?
No, actually, it's nice to have them in the team. They're full of energy. They're passionate. They like to do more. They're very creative. And to have them in a team, they create this energetic environment. And as a company to move forward, this is what we need. We need to have new ideas and how to do business differently.
Thank you very much, Nas, for sharing your thoughts with us about millennials. It was a pleasure speaking with you this afternoon, and I see you around.
Thank you very much for having me over here, and see you around as well.